test is all about the enzymes.
Hello everyone, in this experiment I will be a scientist Robert, and today we will know how enzyme works. So these are the materials we will be using for this experiment. 3 identical containers, 6 pieces of meat, 6 pieces of fat, 3 pieces of bread, water, pineapple juice, spoon, and phone.
The question our study sought to answer was whether pineapple juice could break down carbohydrates, fat, and protein. For a positive conclusion, we needed to see visible breakdown, observable texture change, observable change in structural strength, and whether breakdown was at a higher degree than that of the control setup and setup A. On the other hand, negative conclusions would come from the lack of visible breakdown, lack of change in texture and structural strength, and if breakdown was at the same or lower degree than that of the control setup or setup A. All in all, we have 8 hypotheses. They are as follows. Pineapple juice will break down carbohydrates, fat, and protein. Pineapple juice will break down carbohydrates and protein, but not fat. Pineapple juice will break down carbohydrates and fat, but not protein. Pineapple juice will break down fat and protein, but not carbohydrates. Pineapple juice only breaks down carbohydrates. Pineapple juice only breaks down fat. Pineapple juice only breaks down protein. Pineapple juice does not break down carbohydrates, fat, or protein.
For the preparation of setups,
Here we have the control group. Just a piece of bread, 2 pieces of meat, and 2 pieces of fat. For setup A, the water setup, we have bread, meat, and fat. For setup B, we have the pineapple setup. A piece of bread, a piece of meat, a piece of fat.
now let us proceed to the experimentation. Under the visual test, we had the 3 setups, wherein every specimen was taken pictures before, after 30 minutes, and after 1 hour. Overall, no visible changes were found in the control group. In setup A, the bread visibly deteriorated. There were visible discoloration and slight deterioration in the meat, and there were significant changes in the shape in the fat. And in setup B, the bread visibly deteriorated in a similar rate to setup A. The meat looked visibly deteriorated, and the fat looked slightly softened. For the cutting test, in texture observations, control bread was mildly easy to cut. It was significantly easier after treatment in water and pineapple juice, though it was slightly easier in pineapple juice. When it comes to the meat, control meat was hard to cut. After water treatment, it was moderately hard, and only after pineapple treatment was even mildly easy to cut. For the fat, control fat was somewhat hard to cut. It was still hard to cut after water. It was actually harder to cut after water. However, it was fairly easy after pineapple juice. For the crushing test, in structural strength observations, control bread was flattened but was notably solid. On the other hand, bread subjected to water and pineapple juice were completely squashed. In the matter of meat, it remained flattened in control, after water, and after pineapple juice. Lastly, control fat was also flattened. However, after water treatment, it bounced back instead of flattening. It also bounced back instead of flattening after pineapple juice.
The point of the study was to determine if pineapple juice can be used as an enzyme. For it to be concluded as such, breakdown had to be observed in either carbohydrate, fat, or protein. Pineapple juice was found to break down carbohydrates, but it should be noted that a near identical effect was found in the water setup. Therefore, it is possible that it was the water in the pineapple juice that broke down the carb. Pineapple juice also broke down the protein in terms of visual observation and texture. This may be due to the protease bromelain in the juice. However, it did not seem to change in structural strength, though it should be noted that the meat was cut rather thin, thereby possibly affecting the experimenter's observation. For the fat, breakdown was only mostly found through the cutting test. Little evidence of breakdown was found from the two other tests done. In fact, being submerged in pineapple juice or water seemed to strengthen the structure of fat when compared to the control. Thus, out of the 8 hypotheses presented, our findings only support hypothesis 2. Pineapple juice will break down carbohydrates and protein, but not fat.
And yes, that is all for our homemade experiment vlog about biological molecules and enzymes.